Hey guys, welcome back to our brand new channel, which is EdCouch. This channel is all about education. On this channel, we will only talk about IT and testing. Okay, so when I say testing, it's not only testing. I will talk about many other topics also, like IT, software industry, different domain, technology, and also how to prepare for your interviews and so many other things which you will come to know soon. So, I am Sonali. I have 13 plus years of experience in software IT industry and I am currently working as a senior test manager. So, my focus will be on testing. That's all. Apart from software tests, we will also discuss on different IT domains, technology, and how you can prepare for your interviews and so many other topics which you will come to know very soon. So let's start. So let's start with what is software testing. When I ask you as a beginner, what is testing? So in a layman term, I will explain everything which you can remember very quickly and you will never forget. So this will be like a beginner's videos. Okay. So what is software testing? To put it simply, software testing is a process. Okay. So where you are testing the actual product. Okay, as per the requirement, the actual product is matching as per the expected behavior, which is already documented in your requirement document. So you are testing actual versus expected. That's all. This is software testing. So when I say requirement is something you get it from your client. It should be documented in terms of BRD, FRD. We will get to know what all those documents and all. So when I say BRD, FRD, these are all requirement documents. So all the client requirement is documented there, and that is a Bible as a tester. So let's start our discussion, understanding more about manual testing. So software testing is to ensure the software, the product is a bug free. Why software testing is important? Okay, software testing is really important, guys, because it can identify defect at a very early stage and fix them before the product goes live. It can save a lot of money for that company, also reputation. Early testing can also provide a lot of, output like reliability, security, and high performance. So, in a nutshell, when there is a dedicated testing team, when I say dedicated testing team, meaning other than the development team, most of the companies, they prefer not to spend so much money or time on a dedicated testing team. So their development team itself, they will do the unit testing and send the product on market, production. So this is the meaning why I said that there is a dedicated testing team. So when there is a dedicated testing team in your company, there is a scope they can find hidden and unexpected errors, which might cause a lot of risk for your client, So it's really important that there should be a dedicated testing team in your company. So as a beginner, when you join as a tester, your main focus should be find as many errors as you can. So for that, your basics should be clear, before you jump into finding error. Before you jump, sometimes you just, jump and say, okay, let me do it. Then you don't know the exact process, how you can do. So in that case, in that scenario, you will end up spending a lot of time and effort. Still you cannot able to find the expected amount of error. So that's why I say testing is really important. You should know the basics, the process. It's very important to know all of them before you jump and find bug in a product. So you should know some really important tools and techniques in testing, which I will definitely cover in my upcoming sessions one by one. I will ensure that you will learn everything easily, remember them quickly, and apply them accordingly. So let's talk about the industry, software testing industry. So as per the recent research, 2021-2022, software testing market size is about 40 billion US dollar, and the projection for 2030, okay, let me tell you, projection for 2030 is almost like 70 billion US dollar, which is huge. As you can see, the market is only growing year by year. So the requirement of a good tester just like you is really important. So you should know the value, you should know the process, which my video will definitely help you. Okay, so now let's discuss on the differences, between the manual testing and automation testing. What is the major differences, why manual testing, why automated testing? So let's discuss on that. So manual testing is an overall testing process where you execute your test cases manually without any tools, technique, nothing. So manually you are executing your test cases or use cases, and there is no automation tools are involved. So your entire testing depends on the requirement document, whatever we have just discussed, BRD and FRD, which you have received from the user. So some of the examples, when I say manual testing, so like black box testing, white box testing, unit testing, UAT testing, regression testing, functional test, etc. Okay, so we will not go into detail now. I will talk about all these things later in the next session. So yeah, so the next is automation. So what is automation testing is? So automated testing is a special testing technique that uses specified automation tool to execute certain test cases or a group of test cases. So the examples may be data driven, keyword driven, regression, functional and non-functional testing. So of course, automation testing can save a lot of time and effort, but there are still some drawbacks. Like automation testing cannot accommodate random testing, where the manual testing can be done in a very random way, like exploratory testing. Later, we will talk more about exploratory testing. But yes, this random testings and all cannot be accommodated by automation because there is a certain way of doing it. The initial investment in automation test is really high if I compare both automation and manual. But in a long run, ROI is really high in automation test. Applications with frequently changed GUI, automation testing is not preferable because the requirement keep on changing. So in that case, manual testing really helps a lot because it does not involve any kind of coding. Automation testing is not preferable for a low volume regression, whereas the manual testing is not cost efficient for a high volume. In case of manual testing, there are a lot of opportunity that you can talk to your user in person, discuss with them about the requirement many times. That enables testers to evaluate usability and user interface issues or defects. So in a nutshell, both manual and automation testing is really important, but in different perspective. As of now, let's focus on manual testing. So in our next session, we will start discussing about type of manual testing and the uses. Okay guys, that's all for this session. Okay, I really want to keep it very short. Okay, so this is my next and the last segment of this session. Let's talk about few myth about manual testing. Okay, myth: anyone can do manual testing, but the fact is testing really require a lot of skill set with a mindset of finding as many defects as you can. Myth: testing ensure 100% bug-free product, but the fact is testing attempts to find as many defects as possible. Identify all defect in that particular product is really next to impossible. Myth: automation testing is really powerful than manual testing. No, the fact is 100% automation cannot be done. So manual testing is also essential as it is cost effective, exploratory and can be used in any situation. Last myth: testing is really easy. The fact is testing can really be challenging. Testing an application for possible use case with minimum test cases require high analytical skills. So that's all guys. So if you really like my video, like, share with all your friends and subscribe to this channel. This is my first video, but I'm looking forward to many more, and I will make it more interesting day by day, and we will talk about many topics. See you in my next video. Till then, explore a new skill. Bye.